Hey guys, how's it going? I am Joy, and we are back once again with my good buddy Steve, as always, for our NFL predictions versus series. How you doing?
I'm doing excellent. How are you, Joy?
Not too bad. I'm a little tired. It's Friday, as
Yeah.
we are recording this, and I have MacGyver at 8, so that's why we're kind of recording this a little bit early.
Mhm.
Just so everybody knows, I will be busy all night. So, last week was kind of, I guess, interesting. A few games. The 49ers winning was a surprise.
Yeah, exactly there. Yeah,
Um,
the little bit of a shocker for us there.
yeah.
'Cause, we, we thought the Rams might dominate them, but Nick Mullins and them shocked us all.
Yeah, Nick Mullins isn't bad, so I'm not that surprised that he was able to pull it out. But against their defense, I was a little bit surprised.
Yeah, true.
Another surprise was the Steelers game not being a complete blowout, personally.
True.
I expected them to kind of dominate Baltimore a little bit more because Baltimore didn't have pretty much any team to field.
Exactly there.
And
Yeah.
they only won by 5, which was a surprise to me.
Yeah, shocker there.
And then,
Even though
good.
Mike Tomlin was criticizing his own team there.
I do like Mike Tomlin. He's one of my favorite coaches in the league, I think. He's just... I don't know, there's just something about him.
True.
I enjoy it. The games that made me the saddest were the Panthers game and the Patriots game.
True. There, obviously, I kind of figured the Patriots were going to win there. But
I was so hopeful they wouldn't.
yeah, because you picked Arizona last week.
Yeah, I did.
By the way, what was your record last week there?
I went 11-5.
Oh, that's not bad there.
Nah.
I went 13-3 myself. So
And those split games killed me last week. Ugh. They were so close too. Like the Patriots only won by a field goal, and then Carolina shanked theirs.
yeah.
Oh,
True.
that made me so sad.
Yeah.
Ugh. Oh, and then the Falcons randomly deciding to play well.
That was going to happen there.
You knew it would happen eventually. I was just... It made me sad.
Yeah. Called gut instinct.
Yeah, you definitely got that one right, so congrats. Let's hope that they don't do it in week 13, huh?
Okay.
So, if you're ready to get started...
I'm ready.
Alright, here's why I say that, because our first game of the week will be the Atlanta Falcons hosting the New Orleans Saints.
True. Obviously, they're probably the Saints are a week or two away from having Drew Brees back, and Taysom Hill's really picking up the slack for him there.
Yeah. My dad and I disagree on the Saints a lot, because he doesn't like Taysom Hill. I think that Taysom Hill is a good QB with a potential. He's just still a little green in some areas, but I do think that he's competent enough to lead the club going forward.
True. So obviously, I'm going to pick the Saints this week.
Yeah, I'm taking the Saints as well because I refuse to get yelled at again. So I am going with New Orleans. Plus, they have a really, really good run team. So I think that Kamara should just have a field day.
Yeah.
As long as Hill can put some finesse on the ball
Yeah.
and not throw it all over the place, then we'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right, let's just get this one out of the way. We have the Lions at the Bears.
Yeah. I bet you're happy Matt Patricia's finally gone.
Yes, I am.
Mhm.
It's been 12 weeks coming, so I'm very, very happy.
Yeah.
The speculation going forward is it's either going to be the defensive coordinator out of San Francisco or it's going to be the offensive coordinator out of Kansas City.
True. Yeah.
Personally, I'm kind of leaning more towards the defensive coordinator, just because he's from here. He's got all the hometown hero aspect, so I think it'd be interesting, and he's got a lot of fire in him that could really energize the team, which we need desperately.
True. So So who's the interim coach for the Lions?
Daryl Bevel,
Oh,
our offensive coordinator.
okay. Do you think he can turn it around for them?
Mm, I think that he can turn it around against the Bears.
Oh,
But for the rest of the season, I don't know. They still have a lot of injuries. Swift is still going to be out, which
yeah,
means that Adrian Peterson's going to have to take the ball heavy because it's going to be pretty frigid. There's going to be some winds. It's an
yeah,
outdoor stadium, of course, so there's
yeah,
not going to be a lot in the way of the passing game,
yeah.
which should help Stafford out a lot, actually, with his thumb the way that it was.
Makes sense there. But so sorry, Joy. But this week I think I'm going to go with the Bears there.
That's fine. That's,
Hmm.
that's fine. I'm not because I refuse. Still,
Okay.
I'm not gonna go with the Mitch. I'm just not gonna do it. If it was Nick Foles, maybe I'd think differently.
Yeah.
But no, I refuse to go with Mitch.
Okay.
They don't really have much in the way of a run game either, and the only thing on defense that I know them for really is Khalil Mack. So as long as the Lions can go around that, they'll
Yeah.
be fine.
Okay.
And plus, now that they have a new head coach that they can actually play for confidently,
Yeah.
I'm assuming that they'll be better.
Okay. So we disagree on this one.
I assumed that we would because I emotions got the better of me. I refuse to go with the Bears.
Okay.
No. This one we shouldn't split on though.
Hmm.
We have Tennessee hosting Cleveland.
Yeah. This one's tough for me to call there. I'm
Really?
juggling there. Who should I pick there? Because Titans have been playing good there, and Cleveland's been challenging for the wild card there.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I can get that in a way, but I go back to last week. They
Hmm.
barely beat Jacksonville.
Yeah.
They only beat Jacksonville by 2.
True. True.
Whereas Tennessee completely dominated their division rival in the Colts.
Yeah. Gotcha. But
Oh,
I
my
think
filter. Hang on.
yeah. My brain's been juggling there. Who should I pick there? The Browns or the Titans there? And if I'm going down in this game, so be it. There, I think I'm going to go with the Cleveland Browns this week.
Ooh, that is a brave pick.
Hmm.
That's a very brave pick. I am taking Tennessee all the way because the Derrick Henry, though.
Okay.
I would put Derrick Henry above pretty much any running back in the league, and that includes the two-back set in Cleveland.
There you go.
So I can't go with Cleveland. This is 2 back-to-back games of refusals. It's Baker and the Mitch. I'm not going with either of them. I can't make myself do it.
Hmm.
So there's 2 splits in a row.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I did not expect that.
Hmm.
Next up, we have the Bengals visiting Miami.
Yeah. Obviously, the Bengals are lost without Joe Burrow at QB.
Who is their quarterback?
Yeah, that's a $64,000 question. Maybe somebody will write it in the comments below there.
I should have done the research on it. Dad and I were talking about the games earlier today before we sat down to record, and neither one of us knew. So I should have looked it up.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't really care.
Yeah.
So,
True. Yeah.
Sorry.
So So obviously, I'm gonna go with the Dolphins there. I don't care who's their quarterback, either Tua or Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going to go with Miami on that one, just because Cincinnati doesn't really have much.
Yeah.
If it was a different team that was facing Miami, I might have some more thoughts about it. But for now, nah.
Mhm.
Nah.
No.
Speaking of nah, we have the Jags going to Minnesota.
True. And Jacksonville was another team that made a major change there this past week. They're firing their GM.
Yep. They kept the coach, though.
Yeah,
which I thought was odd.
yeah, go figure.
They axed the general manager but kept the guy in charge of the field.
Yeah, doesn't make sense to me.
No, no, that's weird.
Yeah, yeah. That sounds like a team with no direction.
Hmm.
Yeah. So obviously, I'm going to pick the Vikings this week.
Yeah, sadly, I've got to agree with you on that one. I don't like Minnesota,
Yeah.
just, obvious reasons, but
Mhm.
I don't see them losing to Jacksonville. Even though
Yeah.
Jacksonville has put up some fights against the Browns, who were surprisingly decent,
Yeah.
and Green Bay. They almost beat
Yeah.
Green Bay. I'm never going to forget that. 'Cause that was amazing.
Yeah.
Made me so happy for like 3 quarters. I was very happy. But I don't see them beating pretty much anybody. But
Yeah.
least of all Minnesota. And this is just a perfect segue, game after game, rather. Speaking of not beating anybody,
Mhm.
we have the Jets,
Oh
who
God.
will be hosting the Raiders.
Do we need to go further in this game?
No, Raiders.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
great.
Now, my question though, with all of the coaching changes and Jacksonville firing their GM, why does Adam Gase still have a job?
Yeah, these are the mysteries of life there we can't figure out.
The world may never know.
Yeah.
So, moving on.
Mhm.
An AFC South battle, we have the Colts visiting Houston.
True. They're Colts with Philip Rivers. It's a story of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde with him.
Yep, I called that one last week.
Mhm.
He was not going to have 3 good weeks in a row,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah. And I think this week all he's going to see is J.J. Watt coming at him in his face.
Yep,
So obviously I'm
JJ
going to
Watt
pick.
does like to do that.
Yeah. So obviously I'm picking Texans there.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not going to put it down as an obviously for me. I was kind of split on this one because I do know that Philip Rivers is a waffler. So
Yeah.
he was bad last week. He could be good this week, so
Mhm.
we don't know which one's going to be here.
Yeah.
But I went with Houston because they're at home and the JJ Watt though.
Yeah.
So I had to. I like the Watt brothers in general.
Yeah.
I'll pretty much always go with them if I can.
Yeah. True.
All right. Another divisional rival game. The Rams visiting Arizona
Ooh,
in a
that's
very interesting matchup.
true. This one could be a real close one there.
Hmm. I hope
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
because I was very torn.
Yeah. Like a coin flip for you.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's going to end up being a game where it's going to end up with the team winning by 3 points or less.
Mm. I'll say that it'll at least be a one possession game, pretty much the
Yeah.
entire time.
Yeah, exactly there. But this week I think I'm going to go with Kyler Murray there to hold out with the Cardinals.
Yeah, Dad agreed with you on that one. I took the Rams on this because I
Okay.
went with Arizona last week and they let me down.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna hope that the Rams can rebound and not lose 2 divisional games in a row.
Yeah.
That was kind of my same logic that I went with Seattle earlier in the season as well.
Yeah.
So hopefully my logic stands.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Oh, hey, speaking of the Seahawks, we have Seattle hosting the Giants.
Yeah. True.
I love how
They're,
this schedule works out.
yeah.
It's so easy to commentate.
Yeah. Obviously, with the Giants, no Daniel Jones at QB because he pulled a hamstring there.
Hmm. Yeah, I heard about that. But they do have Colt McCoy, who's not horrible.
Yeah.
I do
True.
recall him from early on in his career. He wasn't bad.
Yeah. True. Yeah. But I think this week they're going to get slaughtered by Russell Wilson and the Seahawks there.
Yeah, especially at home. Especially being at home. I have to go with Seattle on this one. The Giants just don't really have much that they can attack Seattle with.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate for them, but this is not who you want to face when you're trying to contend for the leader of your division.
Yeah. The pathetic NFC East there.
Yeah, it is so pathetic.
Mhm.
The I was gonna say the wrong team name, but Washington might actually end up being the NFC East champions,
Yeah.
which I would love to see personally.
Mhm.
And then speaking of the NFC East, I gotta stop doing these. I really do. But okay, we have the Eagles going to Green Bay. This
Yeah.
game makes me sad.
Yeah. True. They're Eagles are another pathetic team in the NFC East there.
Yeah, the NFC least.
Yeah. Good name for
Thank you.
it. Yeah. Obviously, they're. I'm going to pick Aaron Rodgers to Packers there to slaughter them like they did with the Bears last week.
Yeah, I'm going with them too. What makes me sad is I would love for them to lose to a team like Philadelphia, just because it'd be such an embarrassment.
Yeah.
But I had to go with Green Bay because I can't be stupid and let my emotions get the better of me for multiple games.
True.
Makes me sad.
Yeah.
So anyway, moving on. This game kind of makes me a little sad as well, but we'll see how it works. We have the Patriots going out to California to take on the Chargers.
Yeah. Obviously, Chargers aren't the team to contend this year.
No, unfortunately.
Yeah. It's like they keep blowing leads every time they have one there.
They're the Falcons of the West.
Exactly there.
Ugh.
So this week I expect Cam Newton to take advantage of it there, and they'll probably end up beating the Chargers, but probably be 3 points or less this game.
Yeah, I don't expect it to be a blowout by any means on either side. New England doesn't really have the same firepower that they did, and it's because of their quarterback situation. Because Cam Newton is not good, so I don't. Yeah, he's average at best. So I'm gonna also take the Patriots, but kind of hope for Herbert and the Chargers. Also, Rev, if you're watching, I do like the Chargers going forward. I just don't like them this year.
No.
They do have something with Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
So
they need a rebuild there.
Yeah, exactly. I think that Herbert's somebody you can build around, but he needs pieces. He's not going to do it by himself, you know? So if you're watching, don't yell at me. I do like your home team.
Yeah.
Please don't yell at me. All right, so then speaking of favorite teams, that's yours, I believe, with the Broncos, even though they're kind of this year with all the quarterbacks and stuff.
Yeah.
They will be visiting, unfortunately, the Chiefs.
True.
I feel so bad for Denver.
Yeah, true. Last week, all their big name players went out to the Pepsi pandemic. There.
Yeah, I feel bad because they had to face the Saints and the Chiefs in back-to-back games.
Yeah.
It's just so unfair.
Yeah, because obviously Denver last week had to start a wide receiver who only played quarterback in college there.
Yeah. I still wish that they could have played their coach. I think that would have been hilarious.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to suit up. Like, put me in.
Yeah.
No, they wouldn't let him.
No. Hopefully some of the players will recover in time for this week there, but unfortunately they're playing Patrick Mahomes there, and that team's way too powerful. So I'm going to Chiefs.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, even if they do have one of their 4 QBs recover, I don't think it's really going to matter. It's in Kansas City, and Kansas City is such a powerhouse in that division. I just don't see it happening. So I agree with you, and I am taking Kansas City.
Okay.
Next up, Washington, who we mentioned earlier might very well win their own division, facing off against the Steelers in Pittsburgh.
True. Another team in the pathetic NFC least there.
Yep. So the NFC least will be going to the team that is undefeated. Do
True.
we really see any other outcome here?
No.
No, Steelers.
Steelers. Yeah.
Although they did kind of have a bit of a soft schedule,
Yeah.
which I didn't save the meme. I should have saved the meme.
Yeah.
But there was a meme that was going around about how they, they barely beat the Ravens practice squad and third string QB.
Yeah.
Which is valid.
Yeah.
That's a valid point.
Yeah.
But they're still a very, very good team.
Yeah.
And facing a team like Washington, come on. No, it's not fair.
No.
So, no-brainer here. We're going Steelers.
Exactly.
Yeah. But this game might be closer than I would expect. But we have the Bills in San Francisco.
Actually, the game's being played in Arizona because the
Right.
Santa Clara there have
Right.
banned contact sports there. So,
Which is so weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it, because with everything that's going on.
True. So the game moved to Glendale, Arizona there.
Wait. So was it just San Francisco that banned the contact sports?
Yeah.
Okay, because LA didn't.
Oh.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, carry on. Thank you for jumping in on that, because I was about to be stupid.
Not a problem. They're obviously remember the last time Buffalo played in Arizona there, because remember the Hail Mary catch there, DeAndre Hopkins there.
Oh yes, the Hail Mary that killed my dreams.
Yeah.
I finally took a shot on Buffalo winning something,
Yeah.
and they lost to a Hail Mary that crushed me. Oh my God! Thank you for reminding me.
Not a problem there.
Oh.
Hopefully, lightning don't strike twice this week there.
I swear to God.
Yeah.
I can't live through that again.
Yeah. Hopefully, the Bills will learn from their mistakes there and play better this week there, and I think they'll beat the Niners there.
Yeah, I agree. God, I hope so. I can't do this again.
Yeah.
That was so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, but why can I actually see it happening? I can see it.
Expect Nick Mullins to make a Hail Mary pass there, one of his receivers there.
I don't expect him to, but I can see it happen. Like, it's just dumb enough to actually happen.
Yeah.
God dang it. Alright, anyway, moving on from that disaster before it even happens. Next up, our final game of the week, which I believe is played on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Because of the crazy scheduling and postponing and all that stuff. We have Dallas going to Baltimore.
True. They're I heard Lamar Jackson might be back in time for this game there.
God, let's hope so.
Yeah. So
it's gonna be really, really bad if he can't play and they end up losing to Dallas.
Yeah.
I mean, Dallas. Come on.
True. They're obviously Dallas. They're getting slaughtered on Thanksgiving by the Washington football team there.
Made me sad.
Yeah.
Although, to be fair, I was kind of happy to see it happen, even though I got it wrong. It was an L that I was willing to take.
Yeah, true. So obviously, I'm going to go with the Ravens on the assumption that Lamar Jackson will be back, and I'm sure the Ravens will get some more weapons back there.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I'm hoping that they'll be back, but regardless, I am going on the assumption that they are going to be upset.
Yeah.
Over losing to the Steelers in such a close matchup. And they could have been the first ones to beat Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
So coming that close to it, being a one possession game or less, I don't know. I think that they're going to be very upset.
Yeah.
So I feel bad for Dallas. And hopefully this game doesn't get postponed to next week.
Yeah, true there.
I never know with these things, you know? It's just everything should just have it to be determined on it, because you never know.
Yeah, obviously with the Pepsi pandemic, they're going on there on a daily basis.
Yeah, exactly. You never know. But so hopefully they will. And that does it for our week 13. Anything you want to review or go over or say before we get out of here?
Not that I can think of, no. But this week we only disagree on 2 games there.
which is unfortunately
Three, three actually.
3. Yeah, Detroit, Chicago, Cleveland, Tennessee, and
Rams, Cardinals game.
yeah. Right, because I wasn't gonna get burned by Arizona twice.
Yeah.
I refused.
Yeah.
I have 3 games that I refused this week.
Mm-hmm.
Ironically, the same 3 that we disagree in.
Yeah.
Go figure. One of these days, my refusal will actually come true.
True.
But so anyway, my takeaways: Jets need to get their act together and fire Adam Gase
Yeah.
because this is ridiculous. Everybody
Sure.
else is making moves on their coaches. You
Sure.
are 0-11,
Yeah.
and you have yet to make a decision.
No.
He's clearly not the guy. Just show something going forward and get rid of him.
True.
Um,
Do big house cleaning like the Lions did.
yeah, you may as well.
Mhm.
I mean, Detroit's probably going to be better next year because of it.
Mhm.
Assuming who they get, either option is a good option. But
Yeah.
I'm still kind of leaning more towards San Francisco way. But we'll see how that all shakes out
Yeah.
for the 2021 season.
Yeah.
And any final words would just simply be to frick the Bears.
Yeah. You obviously have been that against the Bears.
Oh, the Mitch. Jump off a cliff. So I will see all of you guys in the next week. Be sure to check out the links in the description for the entire playlist, my link to Twitter, and my Discord server if you'd like to become a loved one. And also check out the playlist on the screen here-ish. Somewhere on here. And we will catch you next week for week 14.
Thank you all. See you next week.
Later.